Imagine a social network built for you, not for profit. Imagen Network puts control back in your hands, combining AI-driven personalization with blockchain-backed ownership. Your data, your content, your rules. Create stunning content, build genuine connections, and monetize your work, all in a decentralized, transparent platform where privacy is prioritized. Ready to experience social networking reimagined? Join Imagen.network today and take control of your digital world. Imagen Network, empowering connections, redefining ownership.
Y'all know you seen Lord Jamar today. I don't know if you did a video on or nothing like that, but I want to play. Okay, right. Let's get to it, man. Hit the thumbs up button on the video, people. Let's get it.
Let's do it.
On this Wisdom Cipher Day, all being born to wisdom. I hope you had a great Juneteenth, as did I. I'm reporting live from my backyard right now. So recently, I went on VladTV, and some people were very happy about that. Some people were disappointed. I'm hearing that people made videos, showing their discontent and all of that. All I can say is my obligation is to civilize the uncivilized, okay? My job is not to preach to the choir. And many times you need to go where the uncivilized people are at. Now, originally, this whole Vlad boycott started because he didn't apologize to Minister Farrakhan. Well, fast forward 5 years later, he's apologized. I know what I said about Mr. Godfrey. And yeah, I guess that looked bad. Me saying that about him and then changing my mind. But guess what? As a grown man, I have the right to change my mind. Once certain information, more information comes into play about certain things that I'm not going to get into the full specifics of, but I have more clarity on the situation as a whole. And that's the decision I decided to do when looking at the big picture. So, anyone who's a true supporter of me, who actually subscribes to my channel, who actually, donates regularly and gives super chats, if I disappointed you, pardon me, I love you, and pardon me. Anybody else, y'all are just white noise, okay? But love to all of y'all. Yeah, listen, mission was accomplished. We wanted Vlad to apologize, and he apologized, okay? So that being said, we did the boycott on Vlad. Y'all didn't support it. Listen, mission was accomplished. We wanted Vlad to apologize, and he apologized, okay? So that being said, we did the boycott on Vlad. Y'all didn't support it. You know what I mean? People were still going up to Vlad. People were still watching his videos. The man got 6.1 million subscribers on YouTube. I have 174,000. I need to go where my message will be proliferated to the masses. I need to be the voice of reason in unreasonable times, and that's what I've chosen to do. So if I disappointed you, pardon self. But at the end of the day, and I just want to say, anybody that made videos about me trying to, thinking that they were tearing me down to try to build themselves up. Listen, I didn't even give y'all the time of day. I've not seen your video, so you didn't touch me, okay? I'm here. This is my backyard, and you're mad. Why don't you make a video from your backyard telling me about how you're mad at me, okay? But listen, I love all y'all. I appreciate the support. There is not a sellout bone in my body. Sellouts are paid to shut their mouths and not talk that shit. And I'm going to always talk that shit. I'm going to always speak the truth as I see it. You might not see it that way, but trust me, I'm going to always speak the truth as I see it. Okay? And that's what it is. Peace and love. Y'all have a great day. It's going to be hot today. I'm hopping in that pool. You heard?
All right, that's oops, I'm tripping.
Good.
Lord Jamar. Lord Jamar, your brother.
My brother. Damn right.
Oh man, look at you doing a little fuzzy, but you get it in, get it in a little bit.
Oh, okay. Look good on my side. Hopefully look good on the
yeah,
channel.
it's good.
Anyway.
Okay.
All right. He said a lot. He definitely, I know I've learned a lot by listening to that. I didn't listen to it all the way through. I heard a little bit earlier today and I laughed. And I definitely learned a lot. One, he wanted to make a point in knowing that his money is good. His money is good. That's why he made sure to make a point that he showed his quote unquote backyard, because it was a beautiful backyard. He had a spring coming from a pool and shit. We live in New Jersey. We know the tri-state area. That house, I mean, albeit we didn't see the house, but that water fountain and that pool, which was very clean, by the way, that house in New Jersey is worth $1 million or so. So that's just, he's trying to prove his wealth and trying to prove that he doesn't need anybody's money, right? Mm-hmm. Because a lot of people that he didn't listen to, that he didn't pay attention to, one of their main criticisms on him going back to Vlad was his want for money. This is what this shit is all about. I have no problem with Lord Jamar. I've definitely looked at him a little different because when you say things, first off, as a grown man, you definitely have a right to change your mind. You have a right to change your mind, but you also have to stand on something, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how tough it gets, no matter how influential that dollar amount, whatever the case may be, the views or whatever you're looking for to go back on Vlad may be. There has to be people that stand on principle. I don't know how many times since you started this podcast off saying we've been in this shit for 8 years, right? And it's crazy. We've been in this shit for 8 years. I don't know how many times within the last 8 years we could have compromised ourselves to do something extra for some money, compromised our brands to get a little more notoriety, compromised ourselves, compromised whatever the case to boost or promote these platforms. And because when we started, we said we're going to be 10 toes down and really stick to what the fuck we say. We did it. No matter how hard it was, no matter how hard it is now, we did it. You know what I mean? And I think that has to be recognized. And you also publicly will be scrutinized if you say and you move a certain way and you didn't do something completely opposite. And that's go back to Vlad. You said that he apologized, which he did, and that's all you were looking for was an apology. You also said that you got 187,000. He had 6.1. You want your message to be put out there to the masses. I call bullshit on that, bro. Mm-hmm. I call bullshit on that. With all due respect, you don't want your message to be out to the masses. Your thought, your care isn't so that you could get information and truth out to people. You want attention and money with it. And I respect you more if you fucking just said that.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, we're all on here doing these videos to get information out, of course, but we want views and we want money. It's just what are people willing to do that? We come on here and we make videos and we create content. Of course, we have businesses and we have people that we're trying to fund. Of course, we want to get views and make money, but we're not going to jump on our hands. We're not going to dance around, and we're not going to go take a check from somebody that disrespected us to do that. Point blank, period. And I think that's what some real motherfuckers' biggest issue is. Now, you said that everybody else is white noise, but then on the same breath, you said you're not paying attention to them dog, you're paying attention to every fucking thing. That's why you're making the video the way you're making it. So keep doing your thing, brother. You want to be on Vlad? Go ahead and do it. One more thing, my bad, and I'll go ahead.
No, rock out.
He said that nobody followed the boycott. Bro, you're full of shit, dog.
You're lying.
You're full of shit, dog. That's a weak ass excuse. And I feel bad that you're not going to hear this anyway because you're not listening to the white noise. But that's bullshit. And another thing that's frustrating is you had platforms, plenty of platforms, black-owned platforms that maybe didn't have 6.1 million, but if you help provide your truth to them, and it just didn't have to be the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast, and it didn't have to be Hip Hop Uncensored, the Vile Hip Hop News. It'd have been nice if we got a fucking return a text back. You happen to see it, dog. I don't want to do nothing. That's just what brothers you would think you would do. But at the end of the day, there were plenty of black platforms that you could have went on, spread your truth, patronize, and kept it within us, kept it within our circle, kept it within our culture. But you chose to go back to Vlad, and you have every right to do so. But hey, man, you've lost a little bit of respect in my eyes, and I don't really hold your word as much value anymore. This is my thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, very, very well put. And some of the things that you said, I echoed them very loudly, earlier, maybe in more of an aggressive manner, earlier, whatever the case may be, because it's just like, don't steal from me and try to lie in my face, dog. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I know you took the $100. Now you're trying to lie and say somebody else did. Like, we know what it is. We know what you was going to say before you said it. Jamar, we know it.
Yep.
We knew what excuse you was going to make. We already knew, bro. And like I said, the same thing you said about the backyard and all that. Like, see, certain things you got non-verbal and verbal.
Mm-hmm.
That's like if I'm in a Ferrari right now, or something like that, and I'm driving around a Ferrari, like, man, I ain't bothered by. Like, come on, bro, this shit, you 50-something years old,
right?
Just keep it a bean with us, keep it real with us. Like, yo, I tried to take Vlad's audience. I thought I was bigger than Vlad because we was talking about entitlement before we got on the air. A sense of entitlement that people get when they're around the platform and you getting 600,000 and 200,000. You started to feel a little puffed up about yourself. Like, I'm that dude. You know what? And that's what Lord Jamar did. He said, I could do this on my own. I don't need you.
Yep.
So you start your podcast with Godfrey and Rod Digger. At first you cooking. But it gets a little difficult because you're not Vlad when it comes to business acumen and doing this podcast shit. Vlad got this shit mastered. He has this YouTube. He's one of the first ones here. He knows the ecosystem. He knows what people want. And he's giving it to y'all. And you thought that you could beat him.
Mm-hmm.
So after all this time, you tried your thing. And, now people doing, you went from doing interviews. Now you're doing news stories like us, ironically and shit. Everybody's doing the same thing now in the podcast hip hop community, right? You talking about other shit that you never was talking about before. Then you jump on the flat earth shit. You think that you're some type of scholar in flat earth. So you go up there, you disrespect this white man, Professor Dave, before he even gets on the stage. He wrings your neck. He puts his foot on your neck, snaps your jugular, beats the shit out of you. Then you turn on your man, Godfrey. When Godfrey tried to save you, and I watched that shit like 30 times. It's entertaining to me. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
It was very entertaining to see you get bludgeoned like that. And you went at Godfrey when Godfrey was trying everything. He was reading. When a dude asked you about the weight definition, you didn't know it. Godfrey came to save you. Godfrey did everything in his power to be a friend, and you turned on him, bro. You turned on him. So I see through all shit, and it's like at the end, it ain't really bothering us. We do the content game too, bro.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go to sleep like a baby tonight.
Exactly.
Don't think we hot and bothered, nothing like that. We in a content game too, bro.
Got some nice backyards too, by the way. Don't like
beautiful backyard.
Don't do that. But
yeah, I mean it's beautiful. We all got stuff like that. We got cars. I mean, it is what it is. But for a 50-something-year-old man to be, we see through the psychology of the whole shit. We see through what you're trying to do, and it's cool. But so you go to the flat earth, you're not really good at it. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't understand the definitions. You look fucking silly and stupid. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what it is. So that didn't work. I get it. We all trying to get bread with this shit, like Sandman said. We trying to get bread, bro. We here for the money.
I'm trying to get a hustle, bro. So we get it.
We trying to take care of our families.
Yep.
We trying to do what we got to do. And you trying to do the same thing. Just keep it a bean with us.
Yep.
Don't try to act like you're on some moral compass and people didn't follow. A lot of people followed that boycott silently, man.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't say a word, but they say, no, I'm not going to do it.
And Vlad felt that shit.
He felt it.
He felt that shit.
Yep.
He felt it. And and that don't take away, like you said, the dude, a content king, one of the first to do it, still one of the best to do it. And we always criticize sometimes how he did it and what we look like while he did it. Never shit on the brothers, the dude's brand or how he created or anything like that. It's the content that he distributes. And then he felt cocky and comfortable enough to disrespect Minister Farrakhan. You got to hold yourself accountable. It's not just enough to just say, oh, I'm sorry. You know what? You're right. Oh, yeah, cool, Vlad. I'm back. Nah, dog. It's more to that. Come on now. We all grown men. And I'm not counting your pockets. I don't know what was, but we know. We know. Good and goddamn well you got paid for that shit, nigga. Don't lie.
And look, here's the thing. We not even Muslim.
Nope.
I don't have no religion. I'm not Nate. I might got the beard and shit, and I wear the little, turbans and shit like that. I'm not no Muslim. I don't believe in that. But I know to stand on code when it comes to my people. Mm-hmm. I know when it's time. All right, shit. Like, all right, we ain't rocking with that, bro. We ain't rocking with that. All right, cool. We ain't rocking with it.
Right.
I'm riding. Come over and rock with us. Come over and rock with this person. Come over and rock with this person. Try to make, to seem like, oh, he got 6 million subscribers, right? But you're interviewing to like 100-something thousand or 80,000 or 30,000. That's what I was trying to tell people earlier. So the numbers ain't everything, bro. Don't get your panties wet, Lord Jamar, because of the numbers and the subscriber count. Right. And then you can go over, you got other platforms that was you doing bigger numbers on, as we all know.
Yep.
But it seems like we don't want to help each other too much. We rather go get some of that white ice. We don't want to help each other build their platforms up and shit. We want to be competition with each other. Oh, he got a platform. Man, I'm doing the same thing he doing.
Yep.
F this N. I got this.
Yep.
I'm gonna interview people too. I'm in the interview. I'm in the industry. I'm gonna do news stories too, like them. I'm gonna do this like them. I'm gonna do this. I'm a thumbnail like them. I'm gonna title like them. Come on, but you think we don't be seeing this shit in the industry? But
and then I'm gonna stunt on them. I'm gonna stunt on them.
Right.
Then I'm gonna stunt on them. Not stunting anybody else, but the culture you said you want to covet. Funny.
Right. So at the end of the day, it's cool, bro. I said earlier I wouldn't talk about it, but fuck it, I lied. I had to bring Sandman to come on and give his piece, and I'm done. I at this point, it is what it is. The people have spoken. Then you try to hit with the Umar shit, like, oh, the people that leave super chat and my PayPal. Nah, nigga. Read the comments. Everybody's going hard body at you, bro. And the people that say, oh, it's not a movement. It's just, look, at the end of the day, we got to stand for something at some point, bro. We got to stand for something. Do you think when they was doing the boycotts, the Montgomery bus boycott and things like that, where I'm going back, man. I don't feel like walking.
A black dude get on the bus like, fuck you niggas. What y'all talking about? I'm hot. I'm getting on this bus.
Same thing. It's hot as 90 degrees, man. I don't care. What are we doing?
I'm getting on this
bus. You can't
bro.
justify it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
There is no justification. Just say, look, man, I did it. They did it. F y'all. And people, believe it or not, they just want to see good content. We understand that. After a while, this shit be water under the bridge.
Yep.
If you talk about something that's controversial, they're going to watch your ass, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to watch you. That's just what it is. We know how we've been in this shit almost a decade. We know how this shit go. We know how the game goes.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, it's like, look, we still brothers at the end of the day. You say you're not watching, but you watch, bro.
Hell yeah.
You watch.
And it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. And we ain't saying we're gonna beat your ass or nothing like that. We just call you out on the bullshit. And we're gonna give a shout out to Godfrey. Because Godfrey mentioned that he ran into Vlad. I don't know if you heard this.
No.
He ran into Vlad face to face. They shook hands. Vlad was like, yo, we need to talk. Godfrey said, okay. They exchanged numbers. Vlad said he texted Godfrey. Godfrey didn't respond to him. Now, Godfrey just put a video up with West Coast Cam. I forget the title of it. He was reacting to Lord Jamar, whatever the case may be. So, like you said, you got at some point, like, yo, you coerced Godfrey to do this. You were supposed to be the dude that can stop all the rappers from going on VladTV. All right, got the power. In closing, I ain't gonna be all night. I know we got shit to do.
You good, bro?
You felt like you was bigger, that you could rival Vlad. That since you got all these views, you could be Vlad. That's what happened. And when you found out how hard this shit got a little bit of tight, got a little bit of low. You ran back to Massa, the one that you said was like a slave master who got rich off black people. You said it was tantamount to a slave owner that got rich off free labor of black people, but you went back. Don't make me pull up the fucking clips. I'm gonna digress on that one.
And be careful, because businessman Vlad, if them views don't hit the way it hit, them checks ain't coming no more. Your ass won't be on there. Trust me. Don't let that motherfucker start taking losses on those videos. People ain't gonna be investing in shit. They taking losses.
What do you think about him asking for 30%
of what?
All his past videos of Vlad and future videos.
Is that what he did?
Yep.
He's out of his fucking mind.
Right.
I wouldn't give you a damn thing.
Right.
I don't, and that's what I don't understand. Like, listen, you came to a studio, you got behind a microphone, and you answered questions. That is it. There's so much more to this shit than sitting here and answer questions. And if for some reason the people that answer the fucking questions think that they're the ones actually doing it, bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. You're not in here creating these thumbnails. You're not in here creating these titles. You're not in here cutting up this footage. You're not in here distributing this content. You're not in here taking an L and then coming back and redistributing this. And they do 1.5 hours, 2 hours of interview. That's a lot of work. Like I said, I may not agree with how the man does it, but I do not disrespect his work ethic. Fucking works hard. When Vlad was at his peak, it was 10, 15 videos a fucking day on top of the website, on top of this, on top of that. So your ignorant ass thought that you could actually beat the man and you didn't even know what he was doing. All you were doing was sitting behind a microphone and answering questions and thought that was enough, and it's never enough, dog. And that's a problem with a lot of you motherfuckers that ask for 10, 15,000. Y'all sit behind a microphone and think y'all are the ones that are actually important. No, you're a nice piece of the pie. You're the sauce, but there's bread, cheese, and pepperoni that got to go in that motherfucker too. And that's what makes it. And some people just got it fucked up. They got it twisted.
And the crazy part, Vlad don't even need you no more, bro. He don't need you. He replaced you in a week.
Yep.
He get any Negro to talk about issues. You feel like you so important that you got to go in there and combat this white man. Ooh, I got to give him my opinion to be the voice of reason. Are you serious? I got to be the voice of reason. It don't make no excuses. Just say, look, he got a lot of followers. I love the attention, and he paying me. I wanted to go back. And the question, like, you went back quick as hell. It's like you get out of a relationship with your girl, and she got a boyfriend the next week. Like, damn.
You know you was texting that nigga when you was with me. You know you was.
Like, damn. Like, give me 3-4 months or something.
Right.
You with this nigga the next week?
Right.
You couldn't wait to hit this dude up, bro.
Wait, bro.
So it is what it is, man. Look, we'll still have you on. If you want to come and rock with us, come on the show. We'll say this shit. Yeah. I know it ain't gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Now he ain't watching, though.
Yeah, he ain't watching. But people gonna send it to you, and it is what it is. But again, I'm pretty much, unless something big comes up, major, I'm done with this shit, bro. I'm moving on. It was. I'm getting this shit out.
Yep.
It is what it is. But just know that we know the truth, bro. Just know that.
And a lot of other people do too. So go ahead and get your money, brother. Salute to you. More power to you. And yeah, I mean, that's an expensive ass pool. You need some chlorine in that motherfucker. So I get it. That's a big ass bill. Trust me, I know.
Yeah. We got pools. You got a pool. I got a pool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So look, but we just don't. It is what it is, man. No, we rock out with y'all. We appreciate y'all listening in. You guys listening to get the different perspective of real perspective of what's really going on. We're going to continue to do that. You know what I mean? So with that being said, that's your brother Sandman, Viral Hip Hop News, and your brother Oh God, Hip Hop News Uncensored. Together, we are the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. Over and out.